chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Franklin before the game. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Utes will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Craver. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And how about that for setting the tone early if you're the defense? First play of the game, they go pass, and you punish the quarterback. That sends a message loud and clear. You're going to be here all day.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Back to the ground with the running back. Still on his feet at the 35. Maybe some room here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Hawkins. Breaks into the open. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
To the air, it's Dampier. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
And this team right now has got to be in some shell shock, right? I mean, you can't start any worse. Your defense allows a touchdown on the opening drive, and on your offensive first play, you throw a pick. You just got to take a deep breath right now. Everything is a tidal wave that you're trying to fight against. It's just going to take one good one to turn this thing around, but this is not the start they were hoping for.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Got it! He's trying to get it in. They will score! Touchdown, Hokies! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Brave. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Utes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Handoff, Wayshawn goes left. Finding some room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Utes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff for Parker. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Dampier. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
The Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Might have it. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Craver. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Now the play fake. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
This time he's got it. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Hokies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Gives it on the option. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Wayshawn Parker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Utes are marching down the field. He leaves it with his back. Here's a little room there. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Well, nothing complex about that play. They dialed up the old dive play, and it gashes the defense.
Just find a crease there and let this guy do his work, and he did.
I love the job up front, too, by the offensive line. Hat on a hat, you got guys chipping up into the second level, opening up a big hole for the back.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking down the middle. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
They'll run with Parker. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Going for 6. Touchdown, Utes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is no good. No good, and they're still down 1. He'll bring it out. It's Denmark. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Now on the move. Got enough for the first. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down, now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Denmark. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Hokies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Hawkins. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Bray. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker, able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I wonder how much of that incompletion is due to the pass rush. That quarterback did not have a lot of time to throw that football. This offensive line is going to have to do a better job giving him time.
It's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
The Utes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Utah! A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. Got the first down himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Heath. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The run inside. It's Hawkins. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Brake. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. The give out of the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Running the red zone, it's Hawkins. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Touchdown, Hokies! Great job by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bray. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pulls it on the option. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A give running right is Parker. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Utes will line up to punt it away. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. And they don't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The return team was ready for the fake, and they snuffed it out.
Well, that play is going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. Tommy, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Brown. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Denmark. Got a little grass. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. On the ground with the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Here comes the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Bray. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Working on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give as they work on that clock. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return. back and the offense coming onto the field. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Now sliding to his left. Fires downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Fires to the right. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they
could be an alley. Ripping through the defense. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The Hokies looking to convert on fourth down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davis. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete.